In this video, we'll show you what's inside of amazing roastery cafe of Coaltown Coffee Roasters in Wales. We'll take you on a tour with operational manager Josh Clarke. This video is sponsored by Cropster Commerce.
So the whole idea of what we're trying to create here is that we call this our living room.
Okay.
And we want people to come in and have a meaningful experience. So when you walk in, it's a very simple menu. It's not offensive, it's not complicated, but as a result, people can come in and just order and get a great cup of coffee. A real simple espresso bar, 2 or 3 delicious espressos, batch or hand-brewed coffee, seasonal selection of cakes, the majority of which are made locally as well, and then a great team of baristas who just will make you feel at home as well.
That's good.
I guess, as we said, the nicest part about the roastery is you can see straight through into production. So today is a production day. We've been roasting coffee. It's nice here because it keeps things warm. And we've tried to create a little provision section as well where you can get merch, you can take it home. The idea with Coaltown is we want to build a community of raving fans. What I love about the business is that it's really purpose focused. So it's really focusing on provided jobs in post-industrial towns. And we want to spread the word of what we're doing. So these, the haversack that we had made this year dots his cap to a old mining bag that used to be taken in the coal mines. We love it that our customers can see what's going on. We treat this as an open kitchen or chef's table. We want it to be slick, lean. We want it to look great. We also love it when people want to ask for tours, invite them in, show them around and show them what's going on. I think there's a big separation still between coffee consumption, coffee roasting, coffee sourcing. So it's a nice way as well we can connect the dots a little bit, provide a bit of education. Okay, should we go in?
Let's go.
This is where we source from about 14 or 15 different countries. And our aim is, just like we do when we sort of sell our coffee, is to source it sustainably. So we've got 5 or 6 key partners, 3 or 4 origins that we work really, really well with. So the green coffee comes out and then goes into either of those roasters. We have 2 machines that we roast on here. And then we've got a new and modern ProBat P3 12 kilo roaster. It's like a modern car, wind down windows, variable drum speed, profile tracking and everything else. And then to this roaster it's a ProBat GG75. It's nicknamed Joffrey after Scott's uncle. And it started its life in the 1950s in Italy, roasting some pretty dark espresso coffee. We've got it connected up to Cropster, which is great from a roast consistency perspective. It allows us to track roast range goals, environmental temperature, rate of rise. But to change gas, it's very steampunk, all hand operated. And then once it's roasted, it's handed over to the production team.
Okay.
You gonna say hello? Richard and then Bethig then handle all of our production, fulfillment and maintenance. So if you're at home and you've had a bag of coffee, it's likely being packed, ground, labeled, boxed with love by these guys here.
Okay.
Now our calendar day and our production day run a little bit different, but we want to try and guarantee same day shipping. That's a commitment that we want to make to our customers. Okay. When I'm not behind a desk, I try to be out on the shop floor. And in amongst coffee. I love tasting coffee, I love cupping coffee, I get to buy the coffee here. So the QC element is, if I'm not behind my desk, usually people come looking for me in the QC area. Yeah. So this is where we QC. So as I mentioned, we use Cropster on both roasters. And then as we transfer through here, we run QC cupping pretty much every day. Whenever there's production, we're QCing. We've developed our own in-house traffic light system so that we already use roast range goals, but also to then understand when the coffee is roasted, what is the consistency of that coffee over time, how does it manage or how does it match up to our master profile, and then are there any things that we can do to improve? We want to make our coffee taste better. Then the last, I guess, is the training area that we have upstairs, which recently got converted into cafe space just to cope with demand. Scott, I remember, he came in and looked at this space before anything else was here. I was like, well, this will do. And I think it's funny now to see, how full it is of customers today, how much coffee that we've got, which will be roasted and sent out. So it's nice to see we've really grown into that space. And it's exciting to see where Coaltown will be taken over the next couple of years as well.